Hi, I'm Sienna, and I'm back with another episode or installment of my tarot class that I've decided I'm going to do on the internet here. Um, yeah, we've talked about the first five cards, and now we want to talk about the next five cards. And in the midst of all of this, I received my Rider-Waite tarot deck, and I did a new video on that I uploaded just this morning. Now all of my slides are going to have both the Rider-Waite and the Thoth Tarot that we were using all along. So let's get right down to it. I'm going to go ahead and bring the PowerPoint back up. We're going to share this. Now I'm going to also admit to a glaring error in the last video. And those of you who are savvy with the Tree of Life will see that the problem I had was right in here. My Empress and my Priestess, we had the um, uh, Roman numerals were swapped. So I fixed that typo, and we can get on with a real document now without any mistakes. The other thing I want to show you is these were the first five of the Crowley Thoth deck. This is the same cards, but the artwork is a little bit different for the Rider-Waite. And these cards, this is my favorite thing to do, is to show you the similarities and the differences. We have the Star and the Star. We have the Emperor and the Emperor. And you can see we have the goat symbolism. We have the throne symbolism. There's a little goat there. We have the water symbolism here and the water symbolism there, right? So the meanings are pretty similar, no matter where the deck actually comes from. So let's get on with these next four cards. We want to talk about the Chariot, the Lovers, the Hierophant, and this card, Strength. Now, we've already talked about the Star a little bit in the last episode, but we'll get back to that Star card here in a minute. It's a little special. Now, if you recall, we were talking about how the meaning of the card can be interpreted by whichever Sephiroth it is touching. So it goes between two Sephiroths. And if you know the meaning of the two Sephiroths, then you can understand the meaning of the card. The next thing you need to remember is the energy going up on this side, or I'm sorry, down on this side and up on that side. So let's take a peek at our Chariot and our Lovers and our Star. Oh, look at that. I made them all in one document. Let's do that. So here's our Chariot, right? And it is, you see it's got wheels, it's got animals pulling it. And if you look at the tree, it is over here where the energy is going up. And so since the energy of the tree is going up from, this is pronounced Gabura, and it means severity. Over here we have Hesed, and that C is kind of silent, and that means mercy. And these two are opposite of each other. You can think of them as Mars and Venus, as war and peace, push and pull, those two opposites of energies. And so here we have it going from, say, Mars up to understanding Binah, and that energy of the Chariot is leading us into the higher realms of understanding. So grasp what you will from that meaning of the Chariot. From the next one we want to look at, though, is the Hierophant over here, which goes from Hesed, or from wisdom, to mercy. So it's coming down. It's coming down from the higher echelons of wisdom and into our merciful selves, into understanding the mercy of the universe when things are going, in our favor. So we have the Hierophant, And that gives you an idea of the meaning of that card. Let's take a look at what he looks like up front and personal. We have, oh, hey, where'd you go? We have the Hierophant in the Rider-Waite is got people down at his feet. The Hierophant here in the Thoth deck has all of his mystical animals around him. It seems that both of these characters have their hands in similar positions, and they're both sitting on thrones. So you can get an idea of what it feels like to have that energy coming down from above. So next we're going to want to look at the lovers. And if you remember the tree, this is our lovers card right here. It's going from the heart, Tifereth, beauty, to understanding. And this is what we find when we have lovers, when we are in love, is that we're going from a place in our heart to a place a little closer to our head. That is an understanding that love isn't just all rainbows and unicorns. There's a lot of work to be done. And as you see in these two cards, it's not just two people holding hands. They have a whole lot of support from angels, from the lion and the eagle, which I think you'll see lions and eagles in this one as well. But the fact is that the lovers are showing us that love is an educational process. So that leaves us down to strength here at the bottom. Oh, let's not do that. And when we're looking at the strength card, we see lions. We see a young maiden taming a lion. And in the Rider-Waite deck, you'll see this infinity symbol over the heads of those who are on their way to having it become a whole halo. It's a sign of wisdom when we see that. So this is a wise young person trying to tame this lion. And over here we see also in this deck, calling it lust, it's more of a power of unity, a power of danger and softness coming together. And as you see, with strength, it's going from Gabora to Hesed and back and forth. There is no up and down there. It's a balanced card. Not only that, it hangs right above the heart. And so strength being that card of the lion and the maiden gives us an idea of what that energy is about as well. So those are the next 4 of the series. And so that's what we're going to do. We're going to wrap that up. And the next cards we'll be talking about are the ones that are below that strength line. So we'll see you in the next video.